Evening, friends. Hope this Sunday finds you well. You are cordially invited into the premier location for gaming worldwide. This is the OnePlay Esports Spectrum, and have we got a Sunday sizzler for you, because in just under an hour's time, it's the final matches in Group A in the OnePlay Sportsy Nations Cup, and it is on a knife edge, because both Malaysia and Brunei can qualify if they do what they need to do tonight to join Thailand, who've already qualified out of Group A in our semi-finals that are coming up next weekend. Gonna be an absolute barnstormer. Here are the times you need to know. 11 p.m. we start at the Bukit Jalil with Malaysia up against Brunei. And then we flick forward at 11:30 to the Hossan Al Balkaya Stadium for the return leg, Brunei up against Malaysia. Equation is quite simple as we look at the league table as it stands. Malaysia will qualify. I think you can't quite see it there, can you? Malaysia will qualify. Let's put that full screen, please, otherwise I'm going to stand out of shot. Malaysia will qualify if they get just 3 points, as long as the 3 points they get is by a bigger margin than the game they would lose by only getting 3 points. If they get 6, they will finish top. Brunei, equation is much simpler. They simply have to win both games. And by the way, just to show you how wide open it is, if Brunei win both games and get a +9 goal difference swing, they will actually finish top. That's just how close Group A is. When Nitin and Yusof pulled the balls out all those weeks ago, we called it the group of death, and so it's proved. Nitin, the main man, the godfather of gaming, pro club brother number one, is doing his last-minute research, analysing the footage to give you the edge watching at home on who to look out for. So I'm delighted to say our main man in Kuala Lumpur is joining us, checking in with Mr. Aiman Roshisam, the ShoutCaster and sports commentator extraordinaire. Aiman, good to see you, buddy. How you doing?
Yeah, feels good to be back in the OnePlay, and good to see you again.
Yeah, great to have you here once more, Aiman. Now tell us, before we get into the programme, I like to do this when we travel around the region, talking about what's happening COVID-wise. Obviously, the general consensus is Thailand, Vietnam and Singapore, certainly where the circuit breaker ends, well, starts to end on Tuesday. Things are getting better. What's the latest in Malaysia?
Yeah, as you said, most of the places are getting better, and Malaysia as well. I think we almost beat COVID already, because there are some days that have maybe less than 20 cases, and even today, although the new cases are 57, but only 4 of them are Malaysian cases. The other 53 are non-Malaysians, and it came from import. So I think it's a very, very positive thing to have. And I believe in maybe another month, we are going to beat COVID-19. And I hope the other countries are going to do exactly the same as what we are doing right now, because it has proved to be absolutely effective.
Fantastic stuff. That's great to hear, Aiman. Everyone wishes all the people affected by COVID-19 all the best in Malaysia from here at OnePlay Sports. Let's get down to business, though, because we're happy that the pro club football that OnePlay Sports is doing is a nice distraction from the ongoing stresses and strains of COVID-19. And it's all come down to this one, hasn't it? I know you're a big Malaysian fan, Aiman, as we'd expect. You must be nervous as well ahead of tonight's games. Now, obviously, they have their destiny in their own hands, Malaysia, but I'm going to ask you a hypothetical question. You're the manager of Malaysia tonight. How are you going to cope with the pressure, knowing the first game is at the Bukit Jalil, and that's really where you've got to get the job done? If you were managing, how would you approach tonight?
Ada sesuatu yang agak kelakar di sini, kerana dalam 2 perlawanan di mana Malaysia bermain di Bukit Jalil, kita tewas dan kita menang di tempat lawan sebenarnya. Jadi mungkin hari ini kita perlu mengubah sesuatu, perlu untuk menang dengan jaringan yang cukup besar di Bukit Jalil dan di Brunei, kerana sudah pastinya mereka mempunyai advantage dari segi connection, kelebihan dari segi connection. Jadi mungkin 1 mata sudah memadai, tapi 3 mata penuh memang diperlukan di Bukit Jalil. Jadi saya akan meletakkan pemain-pemain terbaik, pemain-pemain yang on form kesemuanya pada perlawanan pertama, dan perlawanan kedua kita meletakkan pemain-pemain yang mungkin mempunyai connection yang laju untuk menentang mereka. Jadi saya rasa kita akan dapat keputusan yang baik untuk Malaysia layak ke peringkat seterusnya, Patrick.
Yeah, that connection issue you've talked about there. I know there was reports, I heard from Youssef, the tournament director of VPG Virtual Pro Gaming, that Brunei are worried about their connection situation tonight. Let's hope it's not a factor and the best teams do indeed win both matches. But turning our attention to the Malaysian team, it's a whole host of pro club stars. We've seen many of them strut their stuff through the Pro Club Challenge, most recently ex-Bucky for the Singaporean team. Larojak last night, he played a starring role in helping Overload get his hat-trick. Who are the Malaysian players for our friends watching around the globe to watch out for tonight?
Mungkin ada yang mengatakan, ya, striker kita perlu untuk menjaringkan gol yang lebih banyak. Tapi ini lebih kepada supply ataupun permainan di bahagian tengah. Jadi saya merasakan pemain-pemain tengah untuk Malaysia perlu untuk memainkan peranan yang sangat besar dalam perlawanan ini. Rybox, Rashak dan ya seperti yang anda katakan Patrick, semalam ex-Bucky memainkan peranan yang cukup-cukup besar. Jadi kita memerlukan perkara yang sama pada malam ini. Dan kita memerlukan gol sebenarnya kerana kita hanya menjaringkan gol. Daripada 4 perlawanan, kita hanya menjaringkan dalam 2 perlawanan saja dan 3 gol dalam 1 perlawanan. Jadi bukanlah perkara yang terbaik dan kita perlu untuk mengubah sesuatu di bahagian serangan.
Good stuff, Aiman. Right, last words from you before we let you have a break, before you join Nitin and myself for the big match at 11 p.m. Predictions, please, for both games. Scores for both games for you.
This is going to be a bit tough, but I'm taking that in Bukit Jalil we are going to have a huge advantage, especially with the connection. And also, I'm thinking they're putting the best team here. So I'm thinking about a big win, or maybe a 2-0, 3-0 win for Malaysia. And going to Hassan al-Bukaya is going to be a real test for the Malaysians, but I believe they can do it as well. As long as they keep 21 shut up on the pitch, I believe that Malaysia is going to win in Hassan al-Bukaya as well by maybe a small margin, maybe a 1-0, 2-1 would be enough.
The Malaysians, Aiman Roshisam, talking tough. Buddy, thanks very much for joining us. I'll let you get a quick break and you'll be back with Nitin and myself at 11 p.m. for our full match coverage. That's Aiman Roshisam over there in Kuala Lumpur. He'll be back with us at 11 o'clock. So the clock is ticking, folks. You can rejoin us at the top of the hour, 11 p.m. Singapore time, GMT +8. Destiny in the hands of both Malaysia or Brunei, but there's only one slot up for grabs. And of course, Vietnam have got an interest as well. They'll be cheering on a draw in both games. Join Nitin, myself and Aiman at 11 p.m. in what, just over 50 minutes time. Keep it with One Play Sports. See you then.